Power target trades, power trigger trade. All right, people, I got an update plan here for NUE. Before I get into the new plan, I'll talk about the other plan. What happened was, just so people understand, we engaged in the 60 calls here, okay? Now, they're actually still a little bit up. What happened was we got that move, we made some money, but then there was an earnings, well, some sort of a news announcement, and it's baloney, the news. And basically, you know, they talked about not making as much money for something, but in reality, nothing has changed. We still have setup. I told some people had messaged me about support, and we actually bounced support. However, this stock may need some time, okay? But I'm going to talk about some actionary zones I'm looking to get back into NUE, as I took my profits at 60 in the 61 area. Not big deal, not so much, because of holding it, and when they took out the 61 level, right, I exited my options. But I'm looking to get back in the January 62.5 calls on the new confirmation. I believe that the next move will be better. In other words, we won't have this kind of a move down. This is like a part of the game process. But notice that we are above the 60 level, which is a bullish, and how we bounce to 59. All right, now, people. So NUE is set up to test 65 to 67. Okay, the January 18 62.5 calls could be used. Now, you can see right now they're trading at, there was a lot of trading in these options. We're going to go look at the Yahoo Finance, but you can see that right now on the close, they're trading around 72 cents an option. So that's $72 per 100 controlling 100 shares. On confirmation, it could cost $120. It depends on when it confirms, right? 120. You can still use the 60 calls as, oh well. Of course, these will cost more, but they could be used as well. So I'm just saying that these two options you have now. The next time we confirm, there should be a good run. It'll be choppy, but there should be a good run to these levels, and I would be not surprised if they go to the 67 level. So massive gains could be made. However, this is a slower paced thing, right? You've got to hold it for a couple of weeks to make the dollar bills, right? It's not going to be a fast mover like a Tesla or an Nvidia, okay? Or a Facebook or an Apple, right? This takes more time. This is why we're going to use the January 19 calls. Is they could at least make 100%, even if we don't get to the target. So I wanted to give an update to the people who are long NUE. You continue to hold your options, but I'm looking to re-enter it and pay more money. It may cost the same or a little bit more. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But if we want to re-enter, I mean, the volume patterns are great, and this is still good. It's still set up to go higher. All right, now, so NUE needs to. I would like to see a crack above $61 on 600K on a 10-minute chart, right? Now, if it doesn't do that, right, we don't get the volume, we'll watch for basing above 61, and I will look for power towards 61.5 to 62, so it'll be within that range zone, and who knows when that happens, but right now as it stands, the entry point will be between 61 to 61.5 to 62 level zone. This stock's going to need some time to build, right? I'll make an update if necessary, but the big picture is that this is where the stock is still going. As long as 58.5 holds this position, and of course they close above 60, which is a good sign, but they still can play around, right? And then right, it can still go higher. The game, listen, this is a process, right? But this last drop, and we holding support, and then they try to reconfirm the plan, the stock can still do very well if you like NUE as a longer term option investment. All right, people. So here we are at the Yahoo Finance. NUE closed at 60.11. Okay. Now look at. As you can see, the open interest is still good there. So this is, I'm telling you, this is a stock that this has surprised me. It's just a game, you know. That this, and you see the options didn't really trade much because you know what, you know, it's a setback, right? But the option, these are the two options that are going to make the biggest dollar bills: the 60 and 62.5 calls. Okay, they trade the most, and even as you can see, there was 205 contracts purchased that day. For the 62.5. So now these could be used. These are the ones that whatever your investment in is, you at least can double to 200% gains. Now this isn't a fast mover, but something you could sock some money away when we get the next confirmation. So it's still very good. This is very good stock, NUE people. This is just a baloney game, right? This is just part of the process. This pullback it was a news-driven thing, right, about earnings. But if you look at what they said, that they're going to do good, so it's just ridiculous. It's just this is part of the process, people. What can I tell you, right? Part of the process, but it did make money. It did provide good gains, and you had to take them. You have to learn how to adapt to the market. That's something Power Trucker Trade knows how to do, people. Ha ha! All right, people. Welcome to Power Trucker Trades, the place where I post great detailed plans. Listen, people. This video is really good to listen to. A true spy story. It's about 5 minutes. Listen to it from start to end. Okay. Prepare to be in awe of how wrong the stock bookie was. See this guy here? Stock bookie. I could roast this guy for the rest of his life. How stupid he was with the spy. All year long. Listen, isn't this video? You listen to this video, people. I'm going to put the link right inside this thing. All right. At the same time, make sure to study my created playlist. A lot of great plans that you see from the start to the end. Never before has anyone done such an amazing thing, people. Power Trucker Trade, Power Target Trade's the best. Subscribe to this YouTube channel as I do live streams. Okay, people, you heard that right, people. Live streams. Yep. Especially on Wednesdays, and I give the heads up, you know. Plus, I'll be doing the Spy Clown. Well, I called it over here Stock Clown meeting. Check out this as well. Stock Clown meeting 1. This guy here, if anybody's been hurt by the stock clown, we need to decimate this guy. We must evict him. All right, people. Anyways, back to business. So NUE, I really like it on confirmation. All right. I'm going to re-enter it as well. If you're in it, you can still hold it and still make dollar bills, right? As long as 58.5 holds. But like I said, I took profits as it smashed through 61, and it was because I knew it was the news reasons, right? If you read if you look at that day, right, you go look at the news. There was some news about it, and it's an earnings. It's baloney fundamentals that made. But people react to it and whatever. But the patterns, the chart patterns, the money's still in there. Like look at from FedEx. Before we made the biggest money in FedEx. FedEx was a little difficult, but the big picture, people, you know what happened with FedEx, right? All right, people. Same thing with NUE. Big picture, it's going to go higher, right? You know, nothing's 100%, but you know what? Nothing's wrong with the pattern still. It's just part of the baloney. And I wanted to give you a special plan, a new plan update for new people, just a Power Trucker Trade. I'm the big picture expert, people. All right, people? So I'm going to show you an easy way to subscribe right inside this video. All right, people. Now that we just finished watching that great detailed video, don't forget to look at my banner. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you check out my created playlist. Make sure you study before taking action on Power Target Trades. Every plan that I make has great detailed instructions. And I put my heart and soul in it because I want my subscribers and followers to make great money in the markets. But you have to study, people. Now let me show you a way to subscribe. Let's see a picture of me around here in a circle format. Simply click on it, and it's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. Don't forget, people, at the end of the video to like the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video!